Oh, hi. My name's Jade. You're right. So excited to be here. What are your names?
Bomb. BOMB.
Hello ค่ะ My name Apple.
Beer.
Oh, no. This is tea, but I like beer too. Hi, I'm Porn. What? Do you have OnlyFans too? Thinking about it.
Hey Jade, don't make it bad. Take a. Alright. Hey, would you come here for a second? I am the director of this school, and I know that the Thai names are so confusing. But I can definitely explain this to you, Jade, and you would be clarified on this for sure. Let me introduce myself. My name is iPhone. No, I'm kidding. My name is Jane, and let me welcome you to the Real Thailander School once again. And if you haven't subscribed to our school YouTube channel yet, I would recommend doing so because there's so many valuable information here. And don't forget to click like on this video as well, Jade. You would benefit a lot. Alright, I know that you're very confused right now, but let me explain to you why the Thai nicknames are the way they are. I know that it's very strange to you that someone whose name is Wuttisak on his ID would have Bomb as a nickname, or someone with the name Prishaya in her ID would have Ice as her nickname. This is very bonker, isn't it? Yeah, I get it, Jade. I get it, Jade, but calm down. I will tell you from the start why the Thai names are the way they are. But just to test your concentration, let me ask you a quiz. And if you follow me through until the end of my explanation, I will give you the answer to this quiz. And the question is, do you know what is the first registered surname in Thailand? Well, I'm sure you know the answer, Jade, because this surname is also the same name as one of the most famous roads in the whole Thailand. Alright, so listen until the end and you will really get the answer from me. So let's get to today's topic that I would like to share with you. So the Thai names are a bit weird, isn't it? Like, for example, in your own culture, if someone is called William, then he would have Bill or Will as his nicknames. Or if someone's James, then it's Jimmy, Jim, Jamie. If you, let's say, are from a Slavic culture and you have names like Alexander or Alexandra, then people would call you Sasha. But in Thailand, nicknames and real names, well, not real names, official names, are not correlated at all. The nicknames are not short form of the first name. And here's the thing, Jade. Thai people are very superstitious. So there is this belief that when a child was born, when there were babies in the family, the evil spirits really want to take these babies with them. I guess this means that they will kill the babies. So what happened now is that the Thai parents, they are pretty smart. So they think, alright, the best way to protect our children is to conceal its identities. And what's the best way to conceal its identity but to confuse the evil spirits with the baby's names? So you see, that's why Washirovit have Bomb as his nickname, and the evil spirits are not sure who to take. Smart, isn't it? You have to know this, that the word nickname in Thailand also is a clue by itself, because the word nickname in Thailand, which is Chulen, is literally play name. Chulen is play name. So just by nickname being play name, it means that parents have lots of freedom to just be creative with the nicknames. You know, I heard so many weird nicknames. And that's right, like nicknames in Thailand often borrow from the English language. You have names like May, Ice, Gift, Beer is very popular. Maybe the parents were quite thirsty. What else? Benz from Mercedes-Benz. And sometimes you even have names that are inspired by the language, like the French language. There are so many girls whose nickname is Poupée, which means doll in French. Strange, isn't it? But it's a very common name in Thailand. You can see that the Thai parents are very playful with the name. Having said that, when it comes to naming the child on their ID cards, the official name I mean, it's a national sport. The parents would go to see fortune tellers, they would go to see monks that they revere, and then ask for the right auspicious name. So you see now, there are two things about naming system. The nicknames, which is really playful, whatever works, and then the first name, which is very superstitious. So you see, in the Chinese culture, sometimes you have people whose name is, oh, I don't want to name any Chinese name because my pronunciation is not good. But let's say that the Chinese names are quite difficult. So you would come across a lot of Chinese people that would introduce themselves with the English names. And the English names that these Chinese people come up with are usually not related to their Chinese names. And usually it's the name that they just come up with later in their life, or the parents give them when they were young. But in the Thai naming system, the nicknames are usually before the first name. So this is how it works. Someone was expecting, being pregnant, and then the parents would start thinking about the nicknames of this baby. The first name, they would wait. But why would they wait? Well, they would wait because the time and the day that the baby was born is very important to what names the baby would get. For example, there is this belief, there is a superstition that the babies that were born on Monday shouldn't have the name with the presence of vowel letters. So in English, you have A, E, I, O, U. And so if you have to think about the names that don't have the presence of A, E, I, O, U, you will have the name like Gwen, Flynn, Lynn. For instance, the next thing I want to say is to just tell you how fun it is that people have nicknames. And it's not like the nicknames are only used inside of the family or in the close friend group, but actually nickname is really used widespread in Thailand. Let's take a look at some of the celebrities in Thailand. First, we have Paradon Sichapan. He is a former tennis player. He went as high as world number 9, and the whole world knows him as Paradon. In Thailand, he's known as Ball, or Bon in Thai, and it comes from football, which is a very famous name for boys. And then we have Panipak Wong Patanakit. She's a 2-time gold medalist from the Olympic, and she won for Taekwondo. And guess what? Her nickname is Tennis. How confusing is that, Jade? And then we have our current Prime Minister, Paetongtarn Shinawatra, and her nickname is Ung Ing. And these names would be the names that people all over Thailand call these, people. So the official names are only used when it comes to official matter, official document, when you go to hospital or something like that. Alright, next thing I would like to discuss something a bit further, and maybe this is like the core reason why the Thai nicknames are the way they are at the moment. The thing is, not until 1913 that people in Thailand had to register the name in the registry. So in 1913, the law has been passed, and this law is the Surname Act 1913, requiring people, Jade, to register surname and also first name. Before 1913, Thai people only had 1 or 2 syllable names that they call one another in the villages in their own area. And their names are easy names using Thai words. These are names like Dam, which means black, Dang, which means red, Tongkam, Tongmi. And you might ask now, how do they identify themselves? Because these names are probably quite repetitive. Well, they identify themselves by saying things like, "Hi, my name is Tongkam, the son of Tongdang and Tongmi." You know, this sort of thing. Having said that, at that time, there were people in the royal court. This is the aristocrat and the royal families. These people have names that derive from the Pali and Sanskrit language. So these people have very lengthy name chains. It could be like 6 to 15 syllables or maybe even more. And because their names were so long, then they had to come up with nicknames to call one another within the group of the circle of friends and families. And here's the thing, 1913, when the Surname Act was passed, I think Thai people back then had in mind that, oh, okay, now we had to register our names. So we had to get a bit serious. And what does it mean? So like, now we would think about what signal higher status, what signal this sense of holiness. So a lot of people started to name their first name with Pali and Sanskrit languages. And then they still kept the tradition of having 1 or 2 syllables nickname. And later on, when we were influenced by the West, then the Western nicknames start to become popular. So that's how we had names like we have right now. And yeah, back to what I explained to you again. Thai people are so just playful in general and just free-spirited in some ways, with nicknames anyway. So that's how you get so many names. By the way, my name is James, and this name has another interesting story as well. So the day that I was born, my mom and my granddad was in the car on the way to the hospital, and my granddad turned on the radio, and the DJ of that channel was just saying that today is James Watt's birthday, and James Watt is the Scottish scientist who invented the steam engine, which led to industrialization. So they decided to call me James, but because of the Thai accent and pronunciation, it became James at the end. Alright, if you have listened throughout this explanation, then I will reveal the answer of the question that I asked you earlier. So, the first surname registered in Thailand is Sukhum, and that's right, this is the same Sukhum as Sukhumvit Road, and this is the surname King Rama VI granted to his Minister of Interior at the time. I have to go and teach now, Jade. I'm not just a director, but I have a teaching responsibility too. But it's so nice chatting with you. I hope you're enjoying this, and remember, come back again, leave the comment below, subscribe to this channel. I'll be very happy to provide you some other information about Thailand in the near future. See you soon. Bye.